Hello, collective. Welcome into your reading. I am so excited. I cannot wait to tell you what happened to me tonight. I'm still just elated. But first, let me start with the message that Spirit wants to bring forward because my story of what happened to me tonight is confirmation of this message. Okay, 333 or 33 on the timer. Interesting. It's the very first note that I have on the paper. Threes. Okay, so earlier today, I felt the shift. I have had about a week's worth of really drained energy, like a purging. And it feels like it's been a pretty collective thing. I've talked to many people who are feeling this way. And I went to bed. It must have been 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, I just not been able to sleep. I just saw 1, 2, 3 on the timer. We are leading up to something. I've had a lot of issues sleeping for over a week now. And I went to bed at 3. It was probably 5 a.m. before I fell asleep. It could have been 6 o'clock. I don't know. But I set my alarm before I went to bed. I kept telling myself, I've got to make this change tomorrow. I have to make this change. So, tired or not, I have to get up. I've got to attempt to shift my schedule back around. And my alarm goes off. I think I snoozed it for an hour. So, I have been feeling that. I have been aligning with 222 on the timer. A reader. I've watched her before, but there's something about right now that I am so connecting with her, so resonating with her messages. And I'm even finding that I'll record a message, and then the next thing I know, she uploads a reading that has the same energy. And I'm just like, what's happening right now? So definitely seeing that I'm very aligned. Our guides are very aligned. Our messages are very aligned. It's Shea Pila. Forgive me if I said that wrong. I'll put her link in the description box because if you're resonating with anything here, you will probably resonate with her as well. And she's so cool. Just so cool. Anyway, shout out to Shay because I'm really enjoying her messages. With this time of feeling low, I had bought some beads. And I'm telling you what, these beads feel like they've been a saving grace. And I just feel like I should share in case you're looking for something for grounding and assistance and opening that higher heart. I have watermelon, I believe it's pronounced chalcedony. I have red chalcedony, which I'm going to make an ankle bracelet with. I'm so excited. And then I have watermelon tourmaline. And I love the pink and green colors. So I'm going to make some bracelets and an ankle bracelet. But I have just been using these. And I even took them outside the other day and just walked in the grass and held these stones and grounded. Hiccups, confirmation, it feels like it's really helping. And so while I was watching Shay's message, I just had this sudden urge. I thought, I have to move. I got to get up. 444. And so I got up. I did a few stretches, slow, easy movements, a little bit of workout with the weights, few squats. And all of a sudden, it was just like, okay, That's good enough. I don't know where this is all coming from. Well, yeah, I do. But it seems so odd. And that was a kicking point for me. That made all the difference. And then I made some coffee and sat down here to do a reading, and just a personal reading for myself. And the messages started flowing in. Flowing. I had told some friends about, these shifts that I was feeling. And it's like, by me speaking, it opened floodgates. So what I want you guys to understand, 555, is that this change, you're doing something to set it off. Okay? Your actions are making a difference. And I feel like somebody needs to hear that. We can go through these times where, if you've been through troubled times, challenging times, low energy, pains, physical pain, mental anguish, it's really challenging to keep your hopes up. And that is what this message is about today. So what I got from Spirit as I sat down here, the threes, and I walked over to the microwave to warm up my second cup of coffee. It had gotten cold. And as I was walking over there, I thought, wow, it's almost 3:00. And then I thought, when I got to the stove, it said 3:02. And I was like, wait a minute. So I looked at my watch, which is 5:15 a.m. right now. And it was 7:07 on the timer. I'm telling you what, these are important numbers. They're confirmations for somebody out there. So I had 2:59 on my watch and 3:02. And immediately, bam, this message came through. Something is about to shift in the collective. And I thought, okay. So I came back, I wrote that down. And it's like I kept walking back and forth doing things, and another message would come in, and I wrote something else out. A microwave of awakening. Then I got, it's small, quick, snap of the fingers, mini, a sudden overnight success. And the more I wrote, I felt the more my energy rise within my body. And then I got the message, all is changed, 808. All is changed. So I'm like, okay, this is so intriguing. Then I got the message, instant magician. And I was thinking, becoming? Like, are you becoming a magician? What does this exactly mean? Then I got, now you see it, now you don't. And I felt like that's this negative energy, now you see it. And with just in an instant, it all changes. And it's not even there. It's not even close. Then I got sunny, breezy summer day. And it was absolutely beautiful today here in Vegas. And then the reminder that the 21st is summer solstice. And I got framed for success. And as I wrote framed, I was hearing framed. So I was like, framed for success? Okay. Then I have side notes. There's like 3 dashes. Famous, Fey energy, and the third one is left blank. And I said, well, why is the third one left blank, Spirit? And I got insert your wish, your footprint, throw your hat in the ring. So this collective energy that's changing, that goes back to the very first thing I was saying was what you're doing is making a difference. There's even a space left for you. Oh, pardon me. I've been talking a lot. Okay. Then I got, this will change the world forever. And this will change you forever. Okay. Then I have, side note, a master manifester, hat tricks, and an identity shift. Then I got World Wide Web. And what I was seeing this World Wide Web as, it's like the divine matrix, that we're all connected in some way. And then I received the message, success because of the electrical currencies in the air. And for some reason I was thinking, is this money? Because I wrote a dollar sign with a question mark. And then I have lottery, slots, and strategy. The time was 3:13. And then I went and did a few more things. And while I was doing that, more messages came in. And I got the word impulse moves. And when I came to write it down, they had me separate it. So it looks like I'm pulse moves, 12:21 on the timer. And then I wrote impulse moves. And I received the message, aligned or reactive. And I feel like that's a question that we all kind of maybe ask when we're attempting to figure out this elevated intuition. Okay, am I truly aligned with this, or is this an impulse move? You know, sometimes you just get an idea to do something and you go for it. How do you know you're aligned with it and that you're staying on track? 13:03 on the timer. These threes, every time I turn around today, 13:10, these threes, and 13 specifically, 13:31 has been in my face all day. So I feel like some of the phrases I used there are going to resonate with some of you. And I'll get to my story. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't believe who I met. I had to take a picture. So basically, last Friday was my birthday. And my energy was so low. I just decided I was really wanting to go to the casino, just have some fun. My energy was not there, and I thought, I'm not doing it. Whenever I feel better, I will go. And that was tonight. So this message, something is about to shift in the collective. I kept seeing tea leaves in my mind, and several of them lined up here across the top in the table. So that's what we're going to do. How many, Spirit? This feels like maybe 5, 7. Well, let's just see what comes out. Well, there's one. What else? Something is about to shift in the collective. 1500. 15 double card. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We're going with 8. This one's bending. Okay. On the bottom, staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. The intention for this reading is to bring inspiration, and my story is to inspire you and give you hope. Okay. First card. Pardon me. Sorry about that. I got home. All of a sudden, I'm drinking my lemon water with what was left over of my tea in there. And all of a sudden, I walk in the door and my throat's so dry and my nose is running. Maybe somebody's having those symptoms because it came on me suddenly. There's something about this sudden energy. All right, the first card that flipped out, 1616, is where we're starting off. Kangaroo, unsettled times and need to plan ahead. Okay. Then we have teardrops, great personal sorrow. Hat, you will be playing a different role. Barrel, you feel like something is lacking in your life and perhaps love, money, or goals. And as I was trying to say love, life was coming out. So maybe you feel like you've been missing a part of your life. Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Foxes, I'm seeing that with that magician energy. Oh, and we had, what did I say? Hat tricks? Somewhere I wrote hat tricks. Yes, side note. Master manifester, hat tricks, and an identity shift. And throwing your hat in the ring. Soon you'll be playing a different role. Okay? Clouds, temporary problems. Bag, something important, such as a new job or a raise. Okay. It's in the bag. Well, Spirit, you were showing me a straight line, but I have to rearrange the desk to fit them in a straight line. So let's do that. Okay. So I see that we're pushing this lower vibration farther and farther and farther in the past. Love that. Well, family wishes come true. Okay. And fan, romance, celebration, and party. Okay. So whatever this is, this feels like it could be financial. We have several things out here referring to needing to plan ahead. You know, maybe saving up some money. Maybe having a plan together for this abundance time period where you have some you save, you have the money that you need for your bills, and then you set some aside for emergencies. I don't know. Maybe you start doing something differently with your money. But it definitely looks like it's going to increase. And if some of you have wished for generational wealth, or you want to be able to give back to your family. I'm kind of seeing that with the well and the bag here together. So I decided to go to this cigar bar that's near my house. They have entertainment every evening, and they make the best Java martinis. They're so good. And that's what I wanted for my birthday treat. So I went down there, and they totally moved right next door, but to a newer and different building. They have a lot more space outside, so the outdoor seating was great, and that's where the guy was playing music. Again, this message of hope, and this was just really catching my eye. The staff, that you will be taken care of in tough times. So, and underneath that was the horse, and it says short journey. So it feels like Spirit is letting you know that even if you're going through some hard times right now, they're there. They're there with you. They're surrounding you. They're watching over you, and they're guiding you through signs and synchronicities. They're rampant right now. They were especially today. Like, it was every time I turned around. I kid you not. 13, 31, threes in general, and sevens and 17. So what do you want the connective to know? The connective. What? What did I say about the web? The connective. What do you want the connective to know? Okay. About this need to plan ahead. Let's just get one confirmation card for each one of these. Okay. Teardrops. Hat. Barrel. Fox. Clouds. Bag. Well, one more. One left for the fan. A fan. Oh my gosh. I'm such a fan of who I met tonight. Oh. So it could be fan. Oh, and I said famous. And framed for success. Okay. Oh my gosh, apologies. Feels like too much with all these cards. All right, bottom of the deck is the Knight of Emotions. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. This feels like someone, something, some new energy has come into your energy field. That was another thing that happened today. Every time I looked up and I was saying something as I was recording a message, the hummingbirds were there. All right, kangaroo. Planning ahead. Unsettled times. Okay, swimming through the void is coming up. There's a channel called that. Maybe that's significant, or you watch it. The name is not coming to my mind, but I think that's the same channel. That's what he does, if I'm saying the right one. Okay. And if I'm not, I apologize. So, kangaroo, unsettled times, plan ahead. So there might be some new emotions coming up. Well, I mean, in life, we're always going to have unsettled times at some point, right? So this just feels like preparing for the future. Teardrops, great personal sorrow with 8 of materials. So surrounding work or career, maybe things coming and going. I always see this as a yo-yo. I always have. And giving energy to some things and taking energy from others. So at work, okay, I was feeling very drained from work. So great personal sorrow, like work was wearing me out, to be honest with you, because I've had such a terrible time sleeping. And with all these shifts going on personally in my mediumship and these just constant downloads, my stress level, I looked back on my Fitbit and it was incredibly high stress levels for an entire week. And that's been since the new moon. So that could be significant. That might be a message for you. A confirmation. We have hat. You'll be playing a different role. 4 of inspiration. Playing a different role. Uniting with something. We said identity shift. You're playing a new role. Foundational. This looks like it's floating to me, rising. So your foundational levels have risen. They're more stable. Your foundation is no longer down here in the basement. It's on the main floor. Kind of metaphorically. What was the other word coming through? That's kind of like, never mind. Okay. Barrel, you feel something's lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. 9 of materials. And when I said that, something is lacking in your life, perhaps life is what I was trying to say, and going out there and living it. I mean, for God's sakes, I stayed home on my birthday, and I was really looking forward to this birthday this year, because 2 years ago, man, it knocked me out for a loop, and I really didn't celebrate the past 2 years. So I was really looking forward to it. So the lack of luster, I'm hearing the lack of luster in your life, and that's what's being fulfilled. It's coming back online, World Wide Web. It's coming back online. Okay. Fox, shrewdness, resourcefulness, especially in business. Ace of Voices. Oh, so you have this newfound clarity for this new beginning. This is that, what did I say? The master manifester. Everything you've been working on, everything you've been doing, you've been retaining this information. And with the owl, you've tapped into something here, this very ancient wisdom, and you're being guided. Owls could be very, very significant for someone. Clouds, temporary problems, 8 of voices. Feeling like you're trapped. That's that short journey. It was for a week. Like for me, for example, it was for a week. I just was so low in energy and wanted to get out, wanted to go and do things. I could not get off the couch. I kept taking naps throughout the day. I just had to love myself through it and just accept, well, this isn't going to last forever. This too shall pass. Bag, something important, such as a new job or a raise. Page of voices. This is that new outlook. This new outlook is going along with this new beginning. And even though you go through an unsettled time and you feel a little lost, you keep a positive attitude about it, a positive outlook. You look for the best of the situation. This is an opportunity for me to love myself, to show self-care, to cleanse my energy, and help myself feel better. 3131. Okay, the well, family wishes come true. Justice. Again, it's like this new mind, the mind rising, this Christ consciousness. Your consciousness has elevated. I'm hearing to new heights. I'm seeing a family member praying for you, and it's like that wish has come true. Okay, and then fan, romance, celebration, and party. The lovers. Alignment, justified decisions. This new creative energy is emerging from you and aligning you guiding you to these wish fulfillments. You're seeing the clues. You're seeing the numbers, because I just saw 3317. I love it. It's almost ridiculous. I swear to you. It is. It's been pretty ridiculous. 3333, and it's been crazy. It has been full of excitement, but something, I feel like during this purge, something has been removed from your life and is allowing you to focus more just on your self-care, to know that, you know, this moment, this rough time is temporary, and we're going to keep looking to the future. Look to the future. That's been coming up a lot. Okay. So what is this? Oh. Looking to the future for the summer solstice. So summertime. So starting on the 21st, which I'm going to be uploading this. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. It's officially summer solstice as I'm recording this. And I feel like the whole summer. Yeah. They're showing me like the season of summer is going to be very significant for you. And so I'm seeing we could have short-lived times that feel unsettled, and then we settle into our comfort zone. But being adaptable, being able to go with the flow, um, staying focused on your own self-care this summer is going to be very significant because it's a master manifesting time. So if you're feeling low energy, please, they are guiding you to take care of yourself. Rest when you can, rest when you need. Do what you have to do for your body. Your mind, body, and spirit are all working together here. And it's because you're becoming this master manifester. This is your time period for this. And it takes a lot of energy. So you have to give a lot of energy back to you. Okay? That's what they want you to know. So, I want Oracle card here. Let's find out about this frequency. Tell us about this summer solstice frequency. So I went out tonight. I told you I went to La Casa and had the Java Martini, which was amazing. I met a girl. Another Gemini was my waitress. So funny. She was so sweet. And her name was Holly. Now, if you've watched any of my last readings, Christmas and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer came up in some of those. And when she said her name was Holly, that's all I could think about was Christmas time. I don't know what that means. I'm sure we'll find out at some point, but she was so sweet. She's like, "You live here? You should come back." Yeah, it was a good time. And it's free entertainment. Free! You get to sit outside and just listen and enjoy and have a cocktail, or those who partake of cigars, that's there too. And then I left and I went to the casino. And so in this master manifester time frame, when I was feeling low energy, I was binge watching one of my favorite slot players, and I kept watching, and I was so excited. I thought, man, I really want to go. I really want to do this. And then I had a vision that I met his wife in the bathroom. And I kept picturing him there. And I was planning on going to one place tonight, but Spirit just totally turned my head at the last minute. I was almost ready to walk out the door. And they were like, "Over here." And that's what led me to the cigar bar. And then I went to a casino, Resorts of Summerlin. Guys, it literally happened. I was walking out of the bathroom, going to wash my hands, and she walked in. I went, "Oh my gosh." And she was like, "Hi." And I said, "I know you, and I know you don't know me, but I cannot believe I just ran into you." And we talked. She was so sweet. And we talked for a few minutes. And I said, "Girl, I literally had a vision that I would meet you in the bathroom." I said, but in my head, I was seeing it at a different casino. So it just didn't even, I wasn't thinking about it. That's the tip and the trick, right? That's one of the tips and tricks about manifestation is you put it out there and you let it go and let spirit guide you to align you to it. She's like, yeah. So I'll tell you, it's Jackpot famous and his wife, Chickie. I think it's his wife, but I'm not sure. I think so. Anyway, I see them as married. They're a couple. Let's put it that way. She goes, yeah, he's over there eating. And I said, that's just where I ate. I was just in there. And so when we walked out of the bathroom, I looked through the window and I saw him and I was like, oh my gosh. And he was sitting with a couple of other people. I think they have a channel as well. I think I've seen them before. And so I just sent him a heart. And then she and I are talking. And I said, oh my gosh, you guys should go check out La Casa someday. I turn around. That man is walking right up to me. Because I just showed some love and that I'm a fan. I would have never walked in there to say hi and interrupt a dinner. I would have never done that. I have too much respect for that. And the fact that this guy, they get stopped all the time. He's the coolest and nicest. Well, they both are. People, they're so friendly, even though they're pretty well known around here. And I said, oh my gosh. They gave me a hug. I wished them good luck. They did me too. I said, is there any way? I said, would it be too much to ask? Could I get a picture? And they said, yeah. And I said, I don't want to intrude. And they're like, no, that's cool. And I said, you just made my birthday. You just made my birthday. This manifestation, it happened. Now I say all this to say, to inspire you that when you focus on those things that you would like, put it out there and just let it go. I knew someday I would run into them. I knew someday I will run into them. I had no idea or real expectation. I mean, a possibility, yes, but really, oh my gosh, I'm going to go see them and find them. No, and I'd totally forgotten that dream or that vision of meeting her in the bathroom until it happened. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And on top of that, I did really, really well playing. I came back with more than I took. So I hope you find that inspirational. That you got to push through it. You got to keep going. That we're going to have rough times. We're going to have those energies that are low. And it is short-lived. And I felt the shift today. And I feel like that's what they want me to really pour into you is it's happening. It's happening. So maybe some of you have felt that. On the bottom, consciousness. Yeah, this justice. This is very well balanced. Mindfulness. This is your new perspective is very, very balanced. And it's emerging and aligning with what you want. It's here, guys. It's here. The opportunities are here. It's like, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep those glasses on. All right, for summer solstice, focused. Stay very focused. Focused on your goal. Pyramids. Look at all these pyramids. And lights on top. And these circles. All these symbols here. This rectangle. I'm in my mind's eye, I'm seeing an emerald cut stone. I was hearing emerald cut diamond. Maybe someone has that. Circles, emeralds, triangles, pyramids. This symbol's been very strong today. So I feel like we're going to be doing a reading soon about symbols. But for now, staying focused. Transmutation and cellular intelligence. Cellular intelligence. Something from inside is shifting and moving up to this consciousness, this mind. And look, I said something about Fey energy. Looks very strong like Fey energy. Okay. So all this message about this self-care, is there anything else we need to know about this self-care? It may take a lot of, with the fox and the shrewdness and resourcefulness, it may take a lot of devotion. To yourself and your goal. But you got this. You've got this. What about this self-care? Is there anything else about self-care that we need to know here? Chamber of power. Look at that alignment. From the root chakra all the way up, connecting to the divine. Source energy is flowing through you. Self-care. Your body, it's the holiest temple. Again, this alignment, filling yourself with light. That's protection. That's enlightenment. Embodying the energy of angels, Archangel Michael. Sensuality. From the root chakra up. So root and solar or sacral. It's rising and your heart is opening. A lot of opportunities for Kundalini awakening here. And maybe that's part of what this low energy was. Maybe that's something I'm going through. I know my body was drained. It felt like a purge. And I'm connecting that back here to the Four of Wands. You're gaining this into it. Gaining this inspiration. This root chakra stabilizing. This stable root chakra is rising into the sacral, into the solar plexus. And you're tapping into source energy now. You're tapping into it. You're drawing that all the way to the root. And it is healing. And now something about all that energy that's been down here below, now all the old energy that's not necessary anymore can be released. The in-between. I heard something the other day. So we're in Gemini season. We just had the Gemini new moon, which the moon was stunning tonight. I took a picture. I'll have to post it. It was so cool. Spirit was like, look to your left and up. And when I turned around, there was the moon. I was expecting stars. I heard someone say something about Gemini is the perfect energy for navigating. It might have been 13 Moon Tarot. This in-between time phase, because you can see the duality. It's like, even though you might be experiencing this difficult time, you can keep yourself focused and set on the positive, that it's temporary, short-lived, and eye on the future. Staying present in the moment. Yeah, what I'm going through right now, it sucks. And I know it's going to be short-lived. I know this too shall pass. It's funny, my elbow's itching here because literally what I saw was, I was watching something the other day and a girl had that tattooed here on her arm, right here. So that's funny. Okay, so that's why the self-care is going to be so important over this summer phase, because you're being guided to really focus on your vessel, personal health, wellness. Even if it's just that little bit, they're reminding me of just doing that, 10-minute workout this morning. It was enough to jumpstart my energy. I'm seeing cables, how you jumpstart a battery. And I'm seeing that because they brought me back to, because of the electrical currencies in the air, it doesn't take much to tap in, because it's so prevalent right now that one little movement, I'm hearing a car trying to start. And then just the right spark. And it kicks off. Yeah, it really sounded like a car there, didn't I? Anyway. All right. Let's close this out with daily tarot message, which just fell to the floor. Pardon me. Apparently, this card really wants to be noticed. Shut the front door. What was just released and thrown all the way to the floor? 3 of Swords. All the heartache, all the pain. Now you see it, now you don't. Holy cow. It says, I embrace healing. My heart grows stronger and remains open to love. Oh my gosh. That's where we all started here. I was talking about opening the heart chakra. Highly recommend these stones. I'm really loving the watermelon tourmaline, but this is my baby. I see this already made and wearing it. And I can't wait to get it finished. Maybe that's something I'll work on. I started to say tomorrow, but it's already today. Oh my gosh, you guys, when I was leaving the casino, the sun was coming up. That orange sunrise. Things are looking up. And here, I still didn't sleep very much last night, but my energy is totally different. I felt the shift. It's coming, guys. It's coming. Hold on. Just hold on. If you're not feeling it yet, it's coming. They want you to know this. It's coming. All right. Closing message for the collective. Oh, shoot. They're telling me charms. All of the tea leaves that I put up here are part of the symbols. Oh my gosh. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands. It's out here twice. A double manifestation, a double alignment, a double union. Now, I'm finding that interesting because I'm a double Gemini. 5644 on the timer. My sun and my rising are in Gemini. So this is something like an extreme elevation of mindset, of your consciousness. It feels as though you're stepping into an angelic frequency in your mind, from your cells all the way through to your mind. I gratefully celebrate my accomplishments, building a warm and joyful life. And we had one other card come out. 2 of Wands. I boldly plan my future, confident in my ability to succeed. And that's what this message was all about, was success is assured. It could be something famous or just that you're framed for success. Okay, I just saw this as a house. You're framed. There's 4 pillars here. The 4 women representing 4 pillars. You are framed for success. And for some of you, that could include fame, or that you will meet someone that it was just a wish of yours. Kudos to Jackpot Famous and Chickie. Oh my gosh. Made my night. I'm telling you what, that was better than the win. And the win was pretty good. Can't retire, but it was enough to go back and play another day. That's what I'm saying, and I'm totally down with that. I'm looking to build. I'm using this as a strategy to build on. And it was a good start. So, that's where we're going to leave this message. I hope you found this inspirational. I hope you found hope. If you have been feeling low, guys, I feel ya. It's shifting. It's coming. It's changing. Look for those signs and synchronicities. Oh, that's right. They told me charms. My goodness. Okay. Very quickly. All right. Number 5, perfume bottle that's gold with diamonds. We have a crown. The crown jewels. A swan, a golden swan. A Dalmatian dog. Dark and light. Taking dark to light. Black and white. Something about an elevation of the logical side. The logical side is now tapping in with the spiritual side and allowing more visions to come through. That's what I'm hearing. We have an octopus that's kind of rather contained to himself. Maybe that's part of where you were feeling trapped. We have a starfish. 10101. Slowly but surely, you're getting there. And we have a flower that's kind of a blue. And last but not least, we have, no way, the lovers. Oh my gosh. The lovers. You are coming into alignment. You're making aligned decisions. And I just said black and white. That could represent masculine, feminine. So that could represent, metaphorically, a union coming together. And remember, this is energies, not man or woman. This is masculine and feminine energies coming together. And that makes for the great relationships. And it also allows us to expand our mind and compassion to learn how to work with each other, right? Okay, I'm going to leave that here. I love you guys. Go out and reclaim your life. Have fun. Enjoy the moment. It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful opportunity to be alive. And it is a gift to be here on this earth. It's a gift. So enjoy it. Lead with love. Talk to you next time.